Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are joining us from today. And welcome to the webinar on Thailand News Incentive Program for your business expansion. This is a live webinar organized by Thailand Board of Investment, and we hope you find it of interest. My name is Rocio Andres, and I work for French Consulting Services. We have been appointed by Thailand Board of Investment and as the representatives for the UK, which is one of the several countries that our attendants are joining us from today. And we are supporting Board of Investment Thailand in the organization of this webinar today. I would like to present our program and the speakers that will be with us today. So the agenda is as follows. We have introductory remarks by Mrs. Cherchan Arunrat and Mrs. Sanlaya Ashkasharamat, directors of Thailand Board of Investment Paris and Frankfurt office. We will continue with a presentation about why choose Thailand and newly launched BOI incentives packages. The speaker is Mr. Wirat Tatsarin Kasatkun. He is the Deputy Secretary General at Thailand Board of Investment. And we will also have a presentation on how to do business in Thailand. The speaker is Mrs. Yada Saraniyatam, Senior Research Analyst and Consultant at Tractus Limited. Tractus is a strategy consulting firm committed to helping multinational companies make strategic decisions regarding where to locate and how to structure direct investment worldwide. The aim of ending this seminar session will be around 9:45 today. And I would like to mention that in addition to this webinar, Thailand Board of Investment is currently organizing one-to-one calls with companies that are considering setting up an entity in Thailand. I understand from your forms that this might be the case from some of the attendants today. So at least for those from the UK, we will be in touch after this webinar by email to ask you if you would like to have an introductory call with Thailand Board of Investment. With further delays, I would like to introduce Mrs. Cherchan Arunrat and Mrs. Sanlaya Ashkasharamat, directors of Thailand Board of Investment Paris and Frankfurt office, to welcome you all. Thank you, Kun Cherchan and Kun Sanlaya.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am Cherchan Arunrat, Director of Thailand Board of Investment Paris office. You cannot start your video because you have the host has stopped it.
Okay, let me see if we can.
Okay, again, I am Cherchan Arunrat, Director of Thailand Board of Investment Paris office. It is my privilege to welcome all of you at the webinar, Thailand New Incentive Program for Your Business Expansion, that the BOI Paris co-organized with the BOI Frankfurt office. Let me have a quick word about who we are, Thailand Board of Investment. BOI is the Thailand Investment Promotion Agency. We operate under the Office of the Prime Minister of Thailand to facilitate and support the investment projects in the target activities that are essential to the economic development of Thailand. The BOI Paris office is responsible for assisting companies in 6 Western European countries: the United Kingdom, Ireland, Portugal, France, Italy, and Spain. This webinar will update you on Thailand newly launched investment promotion package for another next 5 years. The new BOI package have been essentially designed to support Thailand's transition toward a bio, circular, and green economy. We are also aware that some of our attendants have put some questions forward in advance. We hope that this webinar will answer some of these questions. For the rest of the questions that may have not mentioned during the webinar, we will do our best to respond to you after the webinar by email. And now my colleague, Ms. Sanlaya Ashkasharamat, Director of Thailand Board of Investment Frankfurt office. We also have the pleasure to greet you, and now I pass the floor over to her. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Salaya Aksharamat, Director of Thailand Board of Investment Frankfurt office. My office is responsible for giving support to companies in 9 countries in Europe, including Germany, Austria, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Poland, the Czech Republic, and Hungary. At this webinar, you will also have an overview of the business environment and get practical information on legal and business registration requirements in Thailand. I hope that this event will give you insightful information for expanding your business in Thailand. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Kun Charchan and Kun Salaya, for your presentation. Next, I would like to introduce you to our first speaker, Mr. Virat Tatsarin-Kasatkun. He is the Deputy Secretary General at Thailand Board of Investment, and he will talk among other things about BOI new eligible activities that have been effective since January 2023. Thank you, Kun Virat, for your presentation.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning for audience in Europe, and also good afternoon for audience in Thailand. Today, I just will give the overview of the economics in Thailand and also a little bit of information about how we can help investor to invest in Thailand. This slide just shows that Thailand is an international business hub for multinational looking for well-developed infrastructure, poor investment regulations, highly qualified workforce, and strong export industries. At the center of Asia, we are ranked number 33 for the best country in promoting the prosperity of its people by the Institute of Management Development. Besides, investing in Thailand provide business with a strong export base that include a diverse range of developed industry and supply chain, as well as direct access to Thailand's large domestic market of 22 million people. In 2021, Office of the National Economics and Social Development Council forecast that the Thai economy will potentially grow up to 3.7% this year from 2.6% last year. Recovery of the tourism, increase in investment, and higher consumption are supporting factors to the Thai economy. Moreover, the export value is rebound to become positive with a 19% growth if compared to the previous year, by having the United States as the top export destination of Thailand. You can see in the slide, Thailand is the second largest economy in the Southeast Asia. The index ranks country for overall competitiveness based on their logistics strength, business climate, and digital readiness. Factor that makes the country attractive to logistic providers, freight and forwarder, air and ocean carriers, distributor, and investor. Last year, Thailand delivered a high performance we are number 8, which make the country become a world promising emerging logistic market. There are several indicators and index that represent how Thailand is viewed and acknowledged as one of the most attractive of expat and business relocation. As you can see on the slide, Bangkok is ranked number 5 in the global expat index. There are many reasons to invest in Thailand. In short, I could say that Thailand which is a population over 70 million, is a key market itself, but it also offers a benefit of standing at the heart of the ASEAN economic community. In addition to Thailand's excellent connection with the fast-growing CLMV country like Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and Vietnam that neighbor it. The powerhouse economy of nearby such as China and India are also easily accessed from the Thailand by its world-class infrastructure from air, land, sea, and rail transportation. This geographical and logistical advantage make Thailand a great way to Asia for the foreign investor. The long history of the balancing geopolitical dynamics also encouraged Thailand to secure exchange market access to the neighboring countries. At the regional economic center, which all its numerous advantage, it should come at no surprise that Thailand has become the second home of international companies, as well as a sophisticated industrial base and robust supply chain network hub for major industry. We are at the moment we are going to develop the EV hub for the ASEAN and also for to be an export base from Thailand. Taking this factor together with the Thai government comprehensive policy and investment incentive, I could say that Thailand is a country with a strong ease of investment culture, making it the preferred investment location in the region. Okay, let's look at the investment outlook from the Europe. Last year, the total investment application value increased by 36%, while the number of projects increased by 42%. The total amount of application from the foreign direct investment from EU is 1,070 projects, accounting for 12 billion euro. Electric and electronic products is the main source of foreign application last year, with the total investment values of 3.5 billion euro. The second is the project from metro products and machinery industry, which amount to 282 projects and share about 26% of the total number of foreign projects. And the third one is services, which amount of 278 projects, share 26% of the total number of the foreign projects. You see, China, Japan, and the United States were the top three in terms of the overall foreign investment last year. Last year, the contribution of the investment from China is about 2.1 billion euro. And from the Japan is 1.4 billion euro. And the last one, the US, is about 1.37 billion euro. The accumulated value of investment application from total Europe is in the last 5 years was over 5,480 million euro, comparing to 4,190 million euro from the EU only. The value range between 800 million to 1,900 million euro during 2018 and 2022 in total Europe. The top three industry in European Union which had the highest investment value in 2022, consists of chemical and paper. And the second going to be from the service sector. And the last one is electric and electronics products. Okay, let's see what BOI that can offer, and also for the next 5 years that we have our policy to promote that investment from overseas. The board of investment, as my colleague mentioned, we are the government agency. Our main role and responsibility are to promote direct investment in Thailand by providing relevant information, services, and incentive to interest investors. We have the overseas office in 60 offices in the major city around the world, as well as in the regional office throughout Thailand. Our incentive can categorize into parts. One called tax-based incentive. The other is a non-tax incentive. In terms of the tax-based incentive, we can grant by exemption or reduction the corporate income tax up to 13 years, and exemption on import duty on machinery, as well as on essential raw materials imported for exported products, and much more. In terms of non-tax incentive, we permit the foreign company to own land for their activity over here in Thailand. And also we grant work permit and visa for expats who work for the promoted projects, and much more that we can offer to the foreign investor. Moment. I think okay. Let's look at one of the program that we have is investment promotion measurement from the next 5 years. We just a little bit change from 7 category that promoted industry to be 10 category to make it more easier for investor to understand. You can see from the slide. And for the tax incentive, in terms of tax-based incentive, we categorize in 2 groups. You can see from the alphabet, we are in Group A and Group B. Group B is for the non-corporate income tax exempt. For the Group A is for corporate income tax exempt. That's for the base category. We can grant from 3 to 13 years. And on top of that, if the project do some of activity, if we can categorize like increasing the capability, competitiveness of the project, we can give more for corporate income tax holiday. Secondly, the competitiveness enhancement measure entail the following 2 measurements. Additional incentives under the competitiveness enhancement measure will be granted if the project meet the requirement for the ratio of sale to relevant investments or spending in the first 3 years, which include technology and innovation, human resource development, and business operator development. The project will be granted an additional corporate income tax exempt limit for the double amount of related investment or expenditure. Furthermore, if the project has R&D investment or expenditure of at least 1% of the total sale in the first 3 years, or 200 million baht, whichever is less, the entire project will be eligible for the corporate income tax exempt without a cap, and eligible for an additional corporate income tax depend on how many percent that they are spending. 1% for 1 year, up to 5% for 5 years, and the total maximum period of 13 years. Another scheme that we have, that we call the relocation program, which aim to make it easier and more cost effective for the industry to move to Thailand. Especially incentive will be offered to stimulate company to relocate their manufacturing plant, regional headquarters, and R&D center to Thailand. Setting up the manufacturing plant with regional headquarters will additional 3 years of corporate income tax exempt will be added to the manufacturing projects. And if setting up manufacturing plant and come with the regional headquarters and R&D center, additional 5 years of corporate income tax exempt will be added on the project. That is the program that we add on for the start from this year, and we're going to use up to for 5 years. In terms of our services that will be benefit to the investor. Recently, we have what is called long-term resident visa. We have it in order to increase the country attractiveness at a regional center for living and doing business for high potential people. Thailand is creating a new visa called the long-term resident visa that we to attack for target group. One is working global wealthy global West citizen. The second is the wealthy pensioner, and the third one is a professional that work from Thailand, and the last one is a high skill professional. The good thing for the long-term resident visa include relaxation of various regulations for the foreign residents, such as the right to use special channels to enter and exit Thailand. We also grant 10 years of visa and permission to work in Thailand, including spouse and the children. And also allow investors to report themselves every year instead of every 90 days. And we also facilitate the employment of foreigners to settle and work more easily, which will help strengthen the Thai private sector and elevate to a new economy that use advanced technology and innovation. The LTR program have received feedback from the foreign investor and professional who want to work in Thailand very well. As of February 28th this year, there are 2,920 long-term resident visa applications submitted since it launched last year, September. With the European topping the overall LTR application, which over 940 applicants. And we know that some of the business activity, you need a special permit from the different government agency. In that case, the BOI also try to resolve that obstacle, and the plan and we want to facilitate the investment process. The Prime Minister that appoint a subcommission to provide solution for the regional office businesses. The subcommission including committees from the various organizations such as BOI, OPDC, Office of the Council of State, and from the FTI, that the Faculty of Thai Industry, Thai Chamber, and JSFCCT. The subcommission assigned the office of the BOI, the Revenue Department, the Department of the Business Development, and the Bank of Thailand to design and develop an online platform that we call HQ Biz Portals to serve as a central platform. An investor can use the platform for online appointment and to obtain data from these 4 agencies in one place. The figure shows the integrated system that provide guidance for investor from the consultancy to establishing regional office in Thailand. BOI will be the main agency that manage the system, coordinate with other agencies, and provide assistance to the investors. Last, the BOI also we offer several services. We have the office that we call one-stop investment service center, or in short we call the OSOS. At the OSOS, we can help you to speed up the process of submitting the application and help you to contact with the related government agency, such as help you to register the company, help you contact with the industrial estate in Thailand, or also making appointment with other government agencies for you. And of course, we also provide your visa and work permit that we commit that within 3 hours, we can issue the document for you. And this office also located in the heart of Bangkok City at the Jamjuli Square. And it's easy to access by train and by road. It's really convenient for the investor that go to use these services. And also, this is the last information that I can give it to you. And if anyone has any question or would like to know more information in detail, you can contact me directly, or you can contact our office both in Paris and also in Frankfurt. Okay, thank you very much for your patience. Thank you.
Thank you, Khun Virat, for a very interesting presentation. Our next presenter is Mrs. Yada Saraniyatam, Senior Research Analyst and Consultant at Tractus Thailand. She will explain an overview of the business environment in Thailand, practical information on legal requirements, registration of a company, as well as a couple of examples of successful companies already established in Thailand. Thank you, Khun Yada, for your presentation.
Hi, thank you, and thank you for having me today. Thank you for BOI for having me to be a part of the speaking guest today. My name is Yada Saraniyatam. I'm from Tractus Bangkok office. Just in brief, Tractus Asia, we are strategy consultant and service provider. We are specialized in providing advice and solution to our client on their business expansion and market entry to Asia or Southeast Asia market. Currently, we have 9 locations. In Asia and 1 in the US. Our office in Bangkok, in particular, we have been working closely with BOI since the company founded 25 years ago. Our director started the first project here in Thailand with the BOI application. A brief service to be provided here. Start from market entry, site selection for the company who want to compare which country that they want to expand and would like to have information to make the better decision on that expansion. We also provide the investment strategy, investment attraction, as well as a market assessment research, and also the business matching and partner search between the Asian local business to the Western or European company. If you would like to connect with our local team, especially from China, Indonesia, Japan, Myanmar, Singapore, Thailand, and the Vietnam team, you can connect with me via the QR code here that I provided here, or you can send me the direct email that I will share on the last page of the slideshow. So for today, I would just, since Bill, I already mentioned the sector and incentive that foreign investment will receive if you apply for the BOI application. So for this part, I would like to take the opportunity to talk about foreign investment inflow to Thailand at a very high level. And also to focus on which business sector that have the high potential for and demand for Thailand market. And some of the sector will align with the BOI as well. So as of 2022, according to Bank of Thailand, the top 5 type of investment inflow to Thailand are manufacturing, computer and electronic component production that may include the light assembly, banking, insurance, automotive maintenance and retail, and the last one is real estate. So when we're looking into the nature of the business from this sector, from this investment, we found that they already in line with what already in demand in the country or have been promoted by the Thai government. So some of that activity include the engineering program design, renewable energy storage for solar and wind farm, as well as the EV supply chain, which could include battery assembly or the charging station. In terms of the leading sector that have high potential for a UK or European company for the export and investment to Thailand, we have highlighted very high level here for 7 sectors that are already in demand and have been promoting and supported by the Thai government. So giving example of the first one, agriculture and agri-tech. Since you know Thailand is 13th largest food exporter in the world, and we so-called ourselves the kitchen of the world. So right now, the country is moving forward, moving away from the traditional farming to more advanced, to more optimizing production. And now we are looking at the implementation of the smart farming. So there is a big trend for agri-tech, the platform that could be a potential for Thai market. For the second one is aviation. Since the Thai government already announced a mega project to link between 3 airports in the country, and having the newest airport is Utapao. So we try to promote the area, especially the EEC for the aviation hub. So from that regard, is driving a lot of activity toward to support the aviation sector, especially the MRO. The next one is defense and security. For defense and security, so before the pandemic, Thailand recorded about 39 million visitors arrived to the country. And right now, as of 2023, the country is receiving at least 2 million visitors per month. So from that booming of the tourism, the country is in demand for advanced technology for border and port of entry, security for access control, screening, cargo security, passenger screening, and all the way to cybersecurity. So there's a big demand, especially for the national defense. The next one is the medical equipment. Thailand has been promoting as a hub for medical tourism. as a country offering competitive treatment costs when compared to the US or the UK or the European. So from that regard, there's a huge push for the medical tourism, and that have been driving the higher demand for the advanced and high technology for the medical equipment. The next one, we're looking at the education sector. There's a big room for improvement when it comes to Thailand education sector. In the coming year, the trend within the sector, we're not only looking to upskill the student now, we now try to upskill and reskill the instructor, the teacher, especially for the English proficiency. So for that, there's a huge demand for e-learning platform and how the student can get access into the e-learning platform. And the next one that worth mentioning is that in 2018, there were about 175 internal schools in Thailand, but as of 2022, the number increased to 222 international schools operating in Thailand. So on the average growth is about 10 to 12% in the past 8 years in terms of the number increasing for the school providing for international program. So it's a big demand and for the student to enroll into international school. The next one is renewable energy, to alliance with the government initiative for the PDP. I think it's a power development program. So the country is now aimed to reduce the use of fossil fuel and increase renewable generating capacity on biomass and biogas. So any platform, any equipment, any business who can provide the service that related to the production of biomass and biogas have a huge demand in Thailand. Last, for the telecommunication. So for the upcoming year, the trend for telecommunication for Thailand is to enhance digitalization in the country, meaning that there's a huge demand that would like to connect, using the telecom to connect the IoT to the mobile network. So that will be the next move for the telecom sector in Thailand here on how to link or using the platform to link the IoT together. I have a chance to make a list into the subsector of those 7 sectors that I mentioned earlier. I will not go into each of them, but I believe that you can request this presentation. So yeah, if you would like to study about this subsector potential market in Thailand, you can request it later. So this is all the individual application program, as well as the specific product and service that could be a big potential for export and investment to Thailand. Move on to Thailand market entry. So beside the BOI application that you listened earlier, like Pilar, I would like to touch base a little bit on how to incorporate your Thai company limited in general. So to qualify as a Thai company limited, your company share have to be more than 51% by the Thai national. It has to be registered by the Thai national for 51% or more. In Thailand, the Thai company limited required to have at least 3 shareholders to form a company, meaning that at least 1 shareholder must be Thai and must also hold 51% or more of the share. If you wish that the company will have the foreign director, is also allowed. But again, the majority of the share have to maintain a Thai own 51% or more. To register the company in Thailand, you will need the Thai address to register the company, but you can do that through, the leasing the property, renting the property, and use that address to register on your registration, or you can utilize a third-party registration address, example, the lawyer office. If you wish to, this is the point that I think is worth to mention. If you wish to employ the foreign director or foreign staff member in your company, the company need to apply for work permit for your foreign staff. According to Labor Department, the Thai company is required to have pay up capital of 2 million baht per work permit, meaning that if you want to hire 2 foreign staff member, meaning that you have to have at least 4 million baht for your pay up capital. Last, that worth to mention is that to employ every foreign employee in your company, the company must maintain the ratio of the employment between 4 local Thai employee to 1 foreign employee. Meaning that if you plan to have two foreign employee for your company of 3 people, under this law, you will now be required to become a company of 10 people instead. But this, if you apply for the BOI, this part will not be applied for that. You will get the incentive for that. The next one is how to incorporate the company as a foreign-owned entity, which is different from the previous one. Previous one is Thai entity. This one is foreign-owned entity. Foreign-owned entity here, the definition is that 50% or more owned by the foreign ownership. And to have the foreign-owned entity that will fall under the Foreign Business Act regulation in Thailand. If you wish to incorporate the company under the foreign-owned entity, then you will be required to apply for a foreign business license with Ministry of Commerce. However, under the Foreign Business Act, the type of business can be categorized into 3 major categories, and some of them may be prohibited or been restricted. So I will break down in very high level for you. So for the business activity under the list 1, you are prohibited to incorporate as a foreign-owned, as it's directly competing or against the Thai business. For the list number 2, it's not prohibited, but it's restricted, and you're allowed to apply for the foreign business license, but then you will need the cabinet approved, which has been approved case by case. And the last one, because the activity under list number 3 is also restricted, but again, if you can apply and get approved case by case, and if you can provide the proof that your business that you want to register create the value added, or have the knowledge transformation, know how to Thai industry, then the chance you will get approved that by the Ministry of Commerce as well. For the list of, if you want to check if your business qualify under which of this category, I have shared the list here for the link here that you can check for the full detail. The last one, if you wish to incorporate your company as a representative office or regional office, that will be the easier option in order to incorporate the office in Thailand. However, there is a condition under this registration. So if you would like to register as a representative office or regional office in Thailand, you are not allowed to earn income or engage in any business trading. Meaning that to be a representative office or regional office in Thailand, you will not be able to issue the invoice to your customer in Thailand. That have to be done by your headquarters overseas. So by the definition of what is representative office, what's the purpose of having this type of registration in Thailand? So the purpose of having the representative office is to sourcing the good or service in the country and send it back to your headquarters, or to monitor or maintain the QC, basically to control the quality control of goods that you would like to purchase from Thailand. So basically you oversee your your purchase, or to provide the advice or training or service for your goods and service that you provide to the local Thai company. I would like to move on to the last section, the successful case study. So I picked the two case studies here where our Thai office here execute for our client. These two case study is our team helped Kellogg and Jelly Belly apply for that BOI application in the past year. And I would like to point out what is the benefit that they receive by maintaining the BOI application. For case one, Kellogg. So Kellogg already have the manufacturing plant in Thailand, but in the past year, they would like to expand their project on the existing plant here. So we filed the application to BOI for the factory expansion. And as an outcome, Kellogg received corporate income tax exemption up to 8 years from BOI, as well as the import duty exemption for the machinery and the raw material. As a result from applying for the BOI, Kellogg Thailand received a tax exemption value up to $14 million, as well as the import duty that been exempted all the way up to the value of $7 million. The second case is Jelly Belly. Jelly Belly factory here, they would like to improve their current productivity at the factory here. So by apply for the BOI application, they ask for the approval of the productivity improvement by replacing the existing machinery, as well as to also additional investment on the solar panel on the rooftop of that factory. We filed the BOI application and Jelly Belly received the corporate income tax exemption up to 50% of that project investment value. As a result, Jelly Belly received tax exemption value up to $1.4 million. So again, thank you so much for the opportunity today for having me speak. And please feel free to contact us directly for the team in Thailand, or you would like to talk to another representative in different office that we have the entity that I mentioned earlier. And again, if you'd like to discuss in more detail on how to incorporate the company in Thailand or how you wish to execute your business expansion in Asian market, we would love to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kunyada, for your presentation. This webinar has now come to an end, and we hope that you find it insightful. We would like to thank you all for attending, and you will receive an email tomorrow inviting you to share any questions you might have or any comments. Thank you also to all our panelists for the presentations today. And that's all from us today. On behalf of Board of Investment Thailand, thank you for attending this webinar, and goodbye.